So, Katie, you've just delivered a Codex talk at the World's Top 50 Innovators 2024 in London. What did you think of the Codex talks format?
Brilliant format. I think the 15-minute time frame is a great amount of time to introduce a new concept, get into some nitty-gritty detail, but also leave enough questions for the audience to start thinking about what the future holds.
I found it incredibly insightful and impactful, and such an honor to be amongst these esteemed colleagues and great minds throughout the world.
Actually, I thought it was very exciting. When you have to get all that into a short time, and I know I went over, I had my eye on the clock, but I just couldn't quite get it in that 15 minutes. But I think to actually, sort of talk about something that's very different, that's got a very, very wide range of viewpoints. It's kind of a provocative idea, and then to make that bold prediction it's a really, really cool format, actually.
What I really found to be helpful and different from a lot of other events that I've attended is the question format of posing a question that really forced me to think hard about where the biggest opportunity lies in the innovation that we're creating. And the innovation that we've seen in the room here is something that also has allowed me to walk away from here being able to think through how can I leverage all the amazing innovations that are being done around me within my own business.
So, Anthony, you're one of the few people who've done 2 Codex talks in 2 different Top 50 Innovators series. What do you think of the Codex talks format?
Well, thank you so much for having me back, firstly. I think it's a great format because the 15 minutes really constrains people into making their points. I also think it's great to have a bit of provocation in the presentations, and then, of course, people get to follow up in the Q&A. So it's a very, very punchy but impactful format.
For me, the ability, even as a speaker, to listen to other experts in their own kind of domains, to kind of keep it nice and kind of compact in that sort of 15-minute window gives me an opportunity to focus on lots of different parts of the technology landscape. And I think it was actually you that said that innovation works best when we combine disciplines together. And so for me, even as a speaker, I was getting that straight through.
I think that's one of the things that's impressive about what you've put on today, Rakesh, is the scope and the variety of different perspectives that are coming through on this.
I was very pleasantly surprised by the interaction of the audience. The quality of the questions, including the technical depth, was surprising.
Be able to have discussions and dialogue around all these various topics that are going to be changing the way that hopefully we go about the world, whether it's with mobility or whether it's through AI or how we accelerate innovation. It's been really fantastic.
I think what you've created is a great place for people to collaborate and talk about all these new things that are happening. And hopefully I'll invent something else that I can come back, but I really thought it was very worthwhile, and I heard a lot of impressive things.
And what did you think of the event overall today?
I've really enjoyed it, the variety of the different themes and seeing how the overlap between some of them, so biotech, space, etc., and AI, you can see how these themes all just mesh together really well. So it's been wonderful to have them all in the same place.
I think you've got some real world experts here who are both talking but also listening, and so being able to sort of move around the margins and hear people's insights in maybe some of the things that you've said actually has given me some food for thought to take away myself.
I think it's been great. I mean, we covered a lot of ground, different opinions, different perspectives. Some were sort of common, some were different, and I think that's great. I was talking to somebody on the way out, actually, and they said, they really liked the fact that people had opinions, because even though they might not agree with them, it made them think, and that's what we need.
Phenomenal opportunity. These are exactly the type of platforms you need in the state of the world where it's so dynamic. The challenges that we're facing are so complex and are only increasing in complexity. So to be in a room with all of the movers and shakers and influencers, I think is an important opportunity to connect the dots and frankly to be inspired about what is possible.